Hey, today we're talking about getting out of your head, IGTV, and the ideal size of your team. Hey, welcome to the Tom Ferry Show. Today, I'm answering your questions about Instagram stories. Can I build my business online only? And a few more. So, I was asked a bunch of questions recently on an Instagram post where we were saying, just ask me anything. And I love the questions. One of them in particular, so Ken and Maurer and @VanSterling both asked kind of different questions, social media related. The first one was, hey Tom, can somebody really build their business purely alone on social? And at Ken and Maurer, my answer is no, not yet. I believe in the future, in the next 5, 6, 7 years, I think that becomes a reality. Today, I still believe it's 50-50, right? You're gonna be doing some traditional, tried and true, and you're gonna be pushing the envelope with your social. I used to say it was 2/3 tried and true and 1/3 social. I'm now saying it's about 50-50. And remember, at the end of the day, knocking on a door, talking to somebody over the phone, sending them a text, and heaven forbid, shaking their hand and meeting them face to face, that still works as well. So that's my answer. But Van Sterling asked about Instagram stories, which a lot of people are buzzing about. So let's take a look at what it is today. This is an opportunity for you to do something like this, to pre-record a show, polish it up, and put it on Instagram television. That is a really good idea. Whether I'm doing a just sold video, hey, I recently sold this house and here's how we did it. Here's the case study, a review from the client. That's beautiful. Nice thing to post up there. Maybe a coming soon listing, or maybe your how's the market show. All of that is an excellent use today of IGTV. Now, if you're not on it, you got to pay attention, because guess what, my friends? If you look at what Facebook and Instagram are doing, they are making YouTube, we're making this claim that, hey, we're coming after traditional ABC, NBC, CBS, and we're going to control the eyeballs here and pick up our own advertising dollars. So you know it and I know it, we got to be there. Now, the next questions, Dan.Sandberg and Buying and Selling Fresno ask questions about teams. So we're switching gears from social to teams. Buying and Selling Fresno asked, what's the ideal team size? Well, it's really interesting. I was looking at the Wall Street Journal Top 1000, and you're now seeing teams in real estate with 30, 50, 80, 100, 200 people on their team. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that entrepreneur agents and their brokerages could really get their head around how to effectively manage a team of 40, 50, 80, 100? Well, that's what's happening today. But if you ask me what's the ideal size, I would still say to you that Navy SEAL team that I talked about last year at the summit, where there's 5, 6, 7 of us, lots of camaraderie, everybody's cross-trained, so everybody can list a house, everybody can sell a house, everybody can work on a file, everybody can solve a complex problem in the middle of a negotiation. That really becomes today the super team. I like it. Don't get me wrong, I got clients with 50, 30, 20, 80 on their team, but if you ask me my ideal, it's that, right? Time, efficiency, leverage, lots of profitability, and just that intensity and fun of that small group. Now, Dan.Sandberg asked, who makes more money, solo agents or teams? And I'll tell you, in my opinion, well, not my opinion, the data shows it's going to be the team leader who does it right. And the answer is just simple. It's leverage, right? It's leverage. So if I'm generating, whether it's, referrals or online leads or from open houses or, from, my geographic farm, there's any which way we can generate that lead. If I can take that lead and I can hand it over to somebody else while I'm on vacation and they can close that transaction, take the listing, help that buyer secure the transaction, that's the ultimate leverage. That person's always going to make more money. But here's the thing. There are some teams out there that, in my opinion, they're overpaying their teams. They're making the mistake of thinking, I have this great gross income or this huge number of transactions, but a tiny net because they're overpaying on commissions. Essentially, they become a real estate brokerage, which is a thinner margin business. So, a lot for you to think about there, especially if you're considering starting a team. Next question that I was asked, Lori Baker. Lori Baker said, Tom, when you wake up and you realize that over the years, you've just been in survival mode and it's been throwing you off in terms of who you really are. I love this question. what are 3 things you would suggest to take to get you back on track? So Lori, that was a deep question, and maybe my tone didn't really, like when I read it, I was like, I really want to answer this question. I think we've all been there before, right? You see me do the metaphor where I'm like, this is your goal, but these are your behaviors. Well, I think what's happening for you right now, Lori, and maybe a lot of people watching is, like the goal is unclear, like the commitment is unclear. And what we know is, until one is committed, there is only hesitancy, a chance to draw back and do nothing. So what happens is, it's like a slow death, right? Yeah, you're in the business, and yeah, you might be selling some houses, but you can kind of feel your entire life experience deteriorating because you're not working towards something. So the first thing I would tell you, if I was sitting with you one-on-one, I would look you right in the eyes and I would say, you just need to get pissed off. You need to get upset at yourself. You need to kind of like look in the mirror and go, hey, what have you been doing? You got this insane opportunity called life. I mean, what's the old number? This is going to sound crazy, but you've heard this before, like 149 million little sperms, and you are the winner. So in life, I know that's a totally awkward example. If you haven't heard that before, like it's old school. You're a winner. Do you get this? Now here's the deal. If you are slightly religious, I would remind you that when you were born, God in her infinite wisdom didn't say, hey, go be an average realtor and suffer. You with me? Look, I think you're on this planet to be extraordinary, whatever that means to you. So I think you need to get upset at yourself. You need to get pissed off, not like angry at yourself, upset enough to do something about it, to make a change. And then what's the second thing you gotta do? Commit to something. Commit to something. And it could be something simple like, I'm gonna commit to lose 10 pounds. It could be, I'm gonna commit to make $100,000. It could be, I'm gonna commit to shake up my environment and not allow the circumstances around me to impact me. The most ordinary people that become extraordinary are the ones that finally say, it doesn't matter what my past is. It doesn't matter what I did yesterday. The only thing that matters is what am I committed to right now, today. And then the third thing is, Lori, you gotta commit to discipline. Discipline. Discipline is the answer. Look, you brush your teeth every day, right? I hope you brush your teeth every day. If you're brushing your teeth every day, guess what? You can also do 5 sit-ups. You can also go for a walk. You can do 10 push-ups. You can make 5 phone calls. Discipline is the answer. Discipline is the only way I was able to work through down markets, challenging times, upsetting situations. It's the discipline that keeps me driving forward every single day. And I would challenge you, Lori, to look in the mirror, get a little pissed, and do something about it. Look, remember in life, you're either moving forward, you're moving laterally, or heaven forbid, you're moving backwards. And at least you're acknowledging you've been slowly moving backwards. And that feeling of discomfort, right, now it's real for you. Well, heads up, if you think it's hard now, wait till 2020 or 2021 when a recession or something in the economy really challenges you. You think it's hard now? Try it with no money, my friend. Now, some of you are watching going, whoa, Tom, relax on Lori a little bit here. Lori, you asked the question, I'm just giving you the answer. So, short show today, but a lot for you to think about. IGTV, you better get all over it. Your chance to do pre-recorded shows and put it out there, right? Obviously, influencers can do up to an hour. You can start with 10 minutes, and 10 minutes is a lot of quality content for you to talk about just sold, just listed, coming on the market, you at an open house, you interviewing a local person in your marketplace that adds to your credibility. Is social media enough? Kenan, I don't think so, buddy, but it's 50-50 today. You got to pay attention to it. Teams, look, teams are taking over the world. All you got to do is look at the list from the Wall Street Journal. If you haven't downloaded that, you should download it today and take a look. Teams are completely dominating the real estate space. What's the ideal size? In my opinion, it's that Navy SEAL 5 to 7. Everybody's cross-trained, everybody's ready to rock and roll. And Lori, I don't think you were the only one asking the question. I hope we brought a lot of people value today. Thanks so much. Can't wait to see the comments. See you soon. Hey, I'm Tom Ferry, and I want to say welcome to real estate. Now, there's a pretty good chance no one's told you there's an 87% failure rate every 5 years in this business, and there's only 2 factors. Agents don't have the tools, and they don't take the right action. I'm going to invite you to click the link below and get access to the tools so you can win in this business.